Hello everyone. Today we'll talk about the functions in C programming. As we have learned in the last year, functions. What are the functions? What do you mean by functions? The uses of the functions. C function declaration, how the functions can be declared. The function called and the definition with example of the problem. Now, function means what? A function is a group of statements that together perform a task. Means a function is like a task, a command. Every C program has at least one function, which is function name. Now, basically your C programming works on the function itself. You can say like this. You can divide up your code into separate functions. How you divide up your code among different functions is up to you. But logically, the division usually is so each function performs a specific task. Means behind each and every function there is a special kind of task. Your 100 line of programs that you can divide, and you can create a different user defined functions. So function declaration tells the compiler about a function's name, return type and parameters. You see students, last year itself we have already discussed every function returns a something to the function name, a caller and the callee. When a function calls another function, that time that function returns something to the function which is called. A function definition provides the actual body of the function. The C standard library provides numerous built-in functions. Built-in functions means the ready-made functions that your program can call. For example, function printf, function scanf, function getch, function gets, and so on. A function is known with various names like a method or a subroutine or a procedure, etc. Most languages allow you to create a function of some sort. Functions are used to break up large programs into smaller ones to avoid errors. Now, what is the reason behind this creating the functions? Why not we write a whole program, 10,000 line programs at a single stroke or at a single program itself? So the reason is, when you write 1,000 or 10,000 lines of program, that time it is very difficult for you to find a particular error on a particular line. It is very tedious job. That's why these modules can be get created, and these modules are called the functions. You have already seen using a function which is the main function. Functions are often used when the same piece of code has to run multiple times. In this case, you can put these pieces of code in a function and give that function a name, that is a function name. When the piece of code is required, you just have to call the function by its name. So you only have to type the piece of code once. Now, in the given example, you can see we declare a function with a name myPoint. The only thing that is function does is to print the sentence printing from a function. This much only you can print with the function name myPrint. If we want to use the function, we just have to call myPrint and printf statement will execute. Now In this program you can see the first line is your hash include stdio.h void myprint. Now this myprint opening and closing parenthesis is the way of writing the functions. This is called the user defined function, UDF. Now below that you will find void main, and in that my point function name is called. So this is how you can call a function from the function name. Now defining a function, how you can define a function. So here you can see the general form of the function definition is return type, return underscore type, blank space, function underscore name, opening bracket, in that parameter list if it exists, then closing parenthesis or closing bracket, below that opening curly brace and closing curly brace, in that the body of the function lies. A function definition in C language consists of a function header. Now function header means this much portion, return type and the function name and the parameter list. This is called the function header and the body of the function. Now parts of the functions. Here all the parts of the function, that is function name. This is the actual name of the function name and the parameter list together consist the function signature. Now parameters, what do you mean by parameters? So parameters are nothing but the required part of the function. For example, in mathematics, sign of opening and closing curly brace, right? Suppose you have not written anything in the opening and closing bracket, means what? What that function will does, what that function will do? Nothing. But when you write sign of in bracket 1, means it will find the value of 1. That sign function calculate the value of 1, right? So this 1 which is enclosed in bracket is nothing but the essential part of the function, right? Means this parameter or arguments, we'll discuss later on what is the difference between the parameter and the argument. So these parameters are very essential to a function. Means you are giving something to calculate to a function. That function will calculate, and after a whole calculation it will return back something to you, that is return type. Got it? Now here you can see in this PowerPoint presentation you will find all things, that is parameters and return type. Now the body of the function, the steps, what is going to be calculated, that you have to write in the function body. For example, take an example in our day-to-day life. Take an example of another function. Suppose I have told you to go and bring 5 items from the market, and I have already given, and suppose I have given you 500 rupees. So you will go and purchase all the 5 things, right? So that 500 is a parameter that I am giving you to a function, and you are the function. You have to perform all the things. Now after purchasing all 5 things, suppose 200 is remain. So function main gives you task to a sub function. You have to perform it, you have to buy all 5 things and give me return back. Means every function returns something to the function of the main function, right? This is how the function can work. Now in the above example you can see I have given you the function returning the max in between two numbers. Now in the above example you can see the finding the maximum number amongst two given numbers. Now here you can see function name is max and the parameters are integer number 1, integer number 2. Now local variable is integer result. If number 1 is greater than number 2, then result is equal to number 1. Means maximum value can be assigned to the result, else the result will hold the value of number 2. This is how the maximum value you can find it out using the max function. Now in the next slide we will discuss about the function declaration. Now how you can declare a function. So a function declaration is nothing but the prototyping. The name of the function and the argument list is nothing but the prototype of the function. Now this prototype is an essential part. This you have to include below the hash include statements in the C program, so that compiler of your C program will first automatically identifies that there is a function in the program, right, by specifying the prototype. Now this prototype tells the compiler about the function name and how to call the functions. The actual body of the function can be defined separately. Now function declaration has the following parts. Which are those parts? The return type means the type of the function, what data type that function has, that is the return type of the function. And the name of the function, function underscore name in bracket argument list semicolon. Now hold this return type to closing curly brace and the semicolon. This is called the prototype. This prototype you have to include at the upper portion of your program, means below the hash include statements, to let your compiler know that there is a function. Next is your, for the above definition, function max. That function max, you can see the example, integer max. Now integer means this max function has a data type of integer. Now in the bracket, integer number 2. Parameter names are not important in function declaration only, their type is required. So following also valid declaration. Now you can write either like this or like that, int max, int comma int. Means you don't have to write the name of the variables, only you have to specify the type of the variable instead, right? A function declaration is required when you define a function in one source file and you can call the function in another file. Means it is not essential that suppose function one program is there, that program name is suppose program number 1.c. In that suppose you have wrote a function and one another program is there on your hard disk, program 2.c, in which suppose you are calling this function, the function which resides in the first program, that you can call to the another program also. Means it is not essential that within the same program you have to call the function like that. You can call anywhere, outside program also, outside the function also. Function can call function also, program can call function also. Now next slide is calling a function. While creating a function, you give a definition of what the function has to do. To use a function, you will have to call that function to perform the defined task. When a program calls a function, program control is transferred to the called function. A called function performs defined task, and when it returns statement is executed, or when the function ends the executing, then it is automatically will be get transferred to the called function. Means after execution, because of the return function, that execution control will be get transferred to the calling function, calling and caller, right? To call a function, you simply need to pass the required parameters along with function name, and if function returns a value, then you can store return value. For example, you can see here in the above example, you can see void main integer number is equal to square of 4, print %c number. Now next is your square function, integer square integer n1, means parameter is 1, n1 is a parameter of the square function. Now integer x is equal to n1 into n1, return x, right? Now this x is what? X is nothing but the local variable. Local variables are the variables which has a limitation up to that function only. Means the scope of that local variable is up to that function. Outside that function, the value of that variable, local variable, is 0, nothing, right? Now in the next session we will discuss about the more brief about the functions. Thank you. Now in today's session we have seen what is function, how you can declare a function, what is the function prototype, how parameters can be placed in the function name. Now these points we have already seen. Now by Friday or Saturday I will share some questions, basic questions about the functions in C programming along with the answers. I will give you an answer also that you read. Simultaneously I will give you an notes also. So please students, this time or 2-3 times I will give you notes and questions on Telegram and your Google Classroom also. But after some time, your Google Classroom you have to join, and everything will be shared on the Google Classroom. Thank you.